I'm going to be showing you how to unlock the secret ending and the secret achievement for Payday 2. Now, the information presented in this video was all discovered by passionate community members searching for the Payday secret. None of this would be possible without them, and I'm just trying to help compile the necessary information as well as put it into a visual demonstration. So in the description, I will leave a link to all of the resources that I have used, and all the credit goes to the original creators of these images and documents. I did not make any of it. The first thing you need to do is assemble this device in the safe house kitchen. Now, mine is already fully assembled, but I'll take you through how to do it yourself. So you need to have these 5 components: the 3 chests, the obsidian plate, and the medallion, which is over yonder. Now you get the 3 chests from Golden Grin, Breaking Feds, and Henry's Rock. You get the plate from Shacklethorn Auction Heist, and the medallion comes from the Brooklyn Bank Heist. Now once you've finished all those heists and you've got all the materials necessary, what you do is you grab the medallion over here. You'll unlock each of these chests, which will spew out a bunch of components, and then you assemble them together. Now, once you've assembled them, it'll be spinning. It won't be still like this. What you do after that is you need to activate the piano code to unlock the device. So, walk up to the piano in Scarface's room and shoot these exact keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, if you did it correctly, your game will save and you'll find that your device will be interactable. Now, here's where things start getting a little fucky. Each of these symbols on the plate actually represents a letter in the English alphabet, and translating the plate will result in a riddle. Now, there are 20 riddles. Each riddle will correspond to a Steam achievement. These are achievements that you need to have completed in order to begin the activation of the secret. Now, what I did was use this handy-dandy Google document made by Fudgel Poopman and Mark Tomasek. There's an image with a translation of each symbol and their corresponding letter to the alphabet, and they've also compiled a list of possible achievements and their corresponding riddle. Now, they do list quite a few achievements, there's about 50 or so, but you only need to do 20 of them, the 20 that is displayed on your device. Each person will have a different set that they need to do. So you could either go and decipher each riddle on your device and see exactly which achievements you need to complete, or you could just go on the list and have them all done if you're too lazy to decipher the riddle. The choice is yours. Once you've completed it, now we can move on to the actual heist. Start up a White House heist on Overkill difficulty. I think you can do it on a harder one if you'd like, but I see no reason to unless someone finds out there's even more to the secret than there already is. Now you have to do the mission loud, and I recommend bringing weapons with a lot of starting ammo. I also recommend that you have the majority of the people bring ammo. One person bringing medic bags is enough, the rest should probably bring ammo bags. Now, once you get far enough and go down into the Peoc, look for this painting on the wall. If everybody in the lobby did the achievements they were supposed to and assembled the device and unlocked it with a piano code, the painting should be glowing. If it isn't and everyone in the lobby is pretty sure they've done what they were supposed to, don't sweat it too much. It seems to be pretty buggy from my experience. But if it is glowing, that means you're able to do the secret. Just take the painting off the wall, put the C4 on, blow it up, and go down the shaft. Now, the real fun begins. Once you go down the shaft, you'll find this big glowing door at the end of the small enclosed room. This is where you'll be spending the next half hour of your life, if not more. So the door here uses the same symbols seen on the obsidian plate, and you guessed it, it's got riddles that you need to solve. Now down here there's only 2 objectives. 1, solve 4 riddles presented by the door, and 2, survive. Now of course solving the riddle alone wasn't hard enough, so you have to fight an endless wave of shadow cloakers. However, if you remembered, this is only on Overkill difficulty, and though these may be shadow cloakers, for all intents and purposes, they're just like regular cloakers. They can shoot you, but on this difficulty it won't hurt too much even with a suit, and they'll definitely kick you down a lot. And this is why I recommended to bring ammo instead of a lot of meds. Kick downs do not count like regular downs, so they don't go towards your custody counter. You can be kicked an infinite number of times as long as someone can revive you. Also, when these shadow cloakers are killed, they don't drop any ammo packets. Again, this is why ammo is extremely important. So depending on your group, you might want a balance of meds and ammo, or just go all ammo. The choice is yours. Just for reference, I was able to complete the secret with this group with only one person bringing ammo and nobody really using meds. So, if your health starts to get low, a strategy you can use is to go out into the center and bait yourself into getting kicked down. Again, this down won't go towards your custody downs and you'll be revived with slightly more health. So, while the combat might sound a little scary, as it is on this difficulty, it's not very hard at all. Very doable. I recommend at least 2 people relegated to defense duty. The other 2, or maybe even just 1 person, will be focusing on the other objective. So let's just break this down slowly. After you've interacted with the door, it will look like this. There are 4 rings of symbols. The outermost ring is the ring with the riddle. You'll need to translate this, or at least a part of this. The inner 3 rings are how you answer the riddle. There are a sequence of symbols that you need to line up correctly to input the correct answer. Your answer needs to be spelled out inside this small section here. Now, as you've probably noticed while walking in, there are 4 levers for you to interact with. The upper right lever will move the top and middle sections of the answer rings. The bottom right lever will move only the middle answer ring. The bottom left lever will move the bottom and the middle answer rings. And the upper left lever will register your answer. Don't press this one until you have the correct answer already in place, or your name is Kronk. Now, unless you happen to have the alphabet memorized, now is a good time to bring up your handy dandy cheat sheet. Let's start by deciphering the riddle. Now, normal English would dictate that you read this left to right. So starting from the gap, it would read this way. However, these riddles, they're fairly long and they're quite tedious to translate. So what most people do instead is they start translating backward. The reason why you do that is because each riddle will end with a unique word. So say for instance, I translate this one and the last word is potato. No other riddle will end with the word potato. None of the riddles actually have the word potato. I'm just using this as an example. So by figuring out what the last word is, you compare that word with the riddle that it comes from. A list of the full riddles can be found in a resource, and I'll leave that in the description. Of course, within this resource, it'll also list the answers to that riddle. Now, like I said earlier, the middle 3 rings are how you need to put in your answer. They need to fit inside this box here, but putting it in is a bit awkward. You have to spell the correct answer from right to left. Say the correct answer to the riddle is pizza. You have to spell it out like this. P-I-Z-Z-A. Each answer must be put in this particular way. So I'm just going to show you an example because this might be a little confusing without seeing it actually work. So here is a closer look at the first riddle that I've been showing you. Now, like I said, I'm going to actually translate this backward. So forward would be counterclockwise in this case, and backward would be clockwise. I'll leave the alphabet here so you can judge whether or not what I say is correct. So after translating a couple of the symbols, it should read E, R, I, S, E, and D. Put into the correct order, and this word is desire. The riddle associated with the last word of desire is as follows. Upon the terrace of riches and wealth, I hold what all who behold me desire. And the answer to this riddle is jewel. So now, basically, you just have to pull the levers until the letters for jewel line up inside the desired section. I'm going to go ahead and skip that, and I'll show you what it should look like at the end. With this, everything should be ready, and you'll be able to hit that upper left lever. Once you do, you'll see the door transform. If you were right, you'll see this quarter ring pop out, while the others are still inside. The pop out means you got the riddle correct. So if you do it 3 more times, you'll be able to open the door. As I mentioned earlier, anytime you mess this up, you'll be forced to restart from 0. So in a nutshell, that's all you need to do. Have people defend from the infinite onslaught of shadow cloakers while completing the puzzle door. As I said before, I'll leave all of the possible riddles and their corresponding answers as a resource in the description. While it may take some time to decipher the letters, at least you won't have to guess on the answer with the riddles. The process is more or less the same for each riddle, so if you can get the hang of it once, you'll be able to do it every time. For those looking for more examples, I'll share a couple of the other riddles from this run as well as their answers, so you can see more instances of what it should look like. After you've completed your fourth riddle, the door should open, and from here on out, it's really straightforward. There are a few more objectives, and you need to take care of some story stuff, but from here on out, there's no more tricks or anything really confusing. Just enjoy the ride.
Wolf, Sokol, dragon, chains. Poor old Baldwin. He was a passive watcher, but his ambitions got the better of him. Some humans refuse to accept their place in the universe. You should be proud. You're standing in a place that is beyond history. It is not something I would have expected from a simple den of thieves. But your part in this journey ends here and now. It would be prudent of you to open the door and allow me entrance, lest I must put Bane and Locke out here to a rather grim and lead-filled end. Then you will stand aside and turn this house over to me. If it helps, at least you have learned the truth of why gold is the standard by which society functions.
Fucking guys, blow his fucking head off.
Yes!
That was a nice bit of shooting. Thank you, friends. Maybe it's those aliens Duke keeps talking about, yeah? What the hell is going on? The gold, friends. Get the gold to the center. Hey, you, move it.
Faster.
We'll be right behind you.
Chains, come with me.
Eddie, the whole place is either coming down or taking off. Come on, faster.
Oh, shit. Let's go, cocksuckers.
That's the infamous Baldwin.
Okay, guys.
Bloody killed him.
New perspective.
Oh, fuck it.
So originally I was just going to upload a text file of the riddles and the answers because I just had them handwritten on a piece of paper, But in my defense, I also recorded most of the stuff for this video back when the secret was still relatively new. Now, at the time of editing this though, there's a lot of really nice guides to the secret out there, and one of my friends actually linked me one that makes doing the riddle section very easy. It lists not only the riddles and their answers, but also shows you the symbols that you need in order to figure out which riddle it is and what the answer should look like on the actual door. So this is a GitHub page by R. Puffkey. Make sure to check it out if you need help for the riddles on the door. Anyway, that's all from me. Hopefully, this video has helped you out. The secret, this whole crime fest, it was a wild ride. And, well, now I understand how to unlock the secret, but if you were to ask me anything about what the whole thing with the pyramid, the Mayan gold, the dentist, I'm just as confused as the rest of you. So, I'll see y'all when Payday 3 comes around, yeah?